Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of Pop Preview. I'm Sean.
I'm Alex.
And today we're watching the Avengers EndGame trailer.
Guys, I just want to let you know, real quick, that I called the name of this film.
She did.
And I didn't even remember doing it. Sean walks in and he's like, so you realize that you predicted EndGame as the name. And I was like, what?
She did.
When? But if we go back, apparently it happened. Yeah, I know, right? It's like, what reality is this? Apparently it happened during our review of Infinity War.
Mm-hmm.
So that was cool.
Yeah, congrats to you. You're the only one out of the four of us who got it right.
And what do I win?
That you were right. That's what you win.
Okay,
yeah,
I'll take
so
that.
I mean,
Respect.
A lot of people guessed EndGame, so you weren't the only one, but still, you only got it right. But it's curious that the reason they said that they were holding the title back was it was going to be a spoiler, and I guess EndGame is a spoiler, but not really. I mean, yes, I think this movie is going to be darker than Infinity War, and that's kind of saying a lot.
We also kind of knew. I don't know. It is not a very telling title for me. Personally.
Well, I mean, I think there's a lot of meanings to it. Like EndGame, mean there's a lot of things that are going to end. Like the end of Tony, probably the end of Cap, the end of how we look at the cinematic universe for this past 10 years, going into 11 years come next year. How we view it, how we view it as it was and how it is and how it's going to be. I think this is a pivotal point in the franchise. So it does have. Yeah. It is a spoiler in the sense that, like, a lot of things are going to end in this movie. I think if we saw a lot of people crying last time, we're definitely going to see a lot of people crying this time, for sure.
Stoked.
Yeah, so there's going to be some...
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't really know what else to say prior to watching this, because so much happened in Infinity War, and we kind of talked about it already. Like, we're wondering... I mean, we know that no one actually got killed, really.
Well, the people got dusted. I don't think they died.
That's what I mean.
But I think, like, Loki died. And
well, maybe.
Gamora's
honestly,
debatable.
We never know. Gamora's debatable. Yeah, we talked about the Soul Stone. And we still don't really understand the properties of it fully.
Well, the Russos said that Loki's really dead. He's gone.
Right. But Gamora's still maybe.
They haven't really. Yeah, they've kind of like not touched on that because that's a spoiler, I bet. So, we will see Loki again. I think maybe in this movie, either in flashbacks or time travel. But we're definitely going to see him. He's going to have his own streaming series on Disney Plus whenever that comes out. So we look forward to seeing Loki in that.
Amazing. It just keeps going.
Sure.
The fandom just keeps... I mean, I love Loki, so...
Yeah, so we get to see him in his own limited series, which is going to be nice. But enough about that. Let's get to the
Well, let's just watch it, because I really don't even know what to expect.
Neither have I, because neither of us have seen this, so...
Let's make sure the volume is full blast, and here we go. Darth Vader?
This thing on? Hey, Miss Potts. If you find this recording, don't feel bad about this. Part of the journey is the end. Just for the record, being adrift in space with zero promise of rescue is more fun than it sounds. Food and water ran out 4 days ago. Oxygen will run out tomorrow morning.
That makes sense that he'd be stranded.
When I drift off, I will dream about you. It's always you.
Oh, I love that.
Thanos did exactly what he said he was going to do. He wiped out 50% of all living creatures.
We lost. All of us. We lost friends. We lost family. We lost a part of ourselves.
Yeah, Hawkeye.
Welcome back.
This is the fight of our lives.
This is gonna work, Steve.
I know. know it is. Because I don't know what I'm going to do if it doesn't.
EndGame!
Hi, is anyone home? This is Scott Lang. We met a few years ago at the airport in Germany. Got out really big.
Is this an old message?
Ant-Man, I know you know that.
It's the front door.
That's me. Can you buzz me in?
Ooh, alright.
Dude, hold on, wait though. Game of Thrones and this in April. That is going to be a big month.
Yeah.
I'm going to be very emotionally distraught. First of all, why does Captain America look so smooth?
Yeah, he cut his beard. I mean,
What is this?
obviously some time has gone by since the snap and whenever this takes place.
He's clearly going through a phase.
Yeah. I mean, it also was nice to see Tony kind of like drifting in space because, last time he was on Titan, it was just him and Nebula.
Yeah.
So, curious how that's going to resolve itself. Like, how's he going to get out of that situation?
That was a really
Bleak.
good. Well, yeah, it was a great way to open this trailer.
Yeah, absolutely, because that's one of the questions that we left.
He started the journey that
Yeah.
we're on now, really, with Iron Man in, what was that, 2008?
8, yeah.
Yeah, so, and then to see that for this trailer was sort of like, oh, and I'm not even like the biggest fan, but I've been following casually, and even that made me like really sad. And I was like, oh, Tony, are you gonna make it?
Well, I think he's definitely going to make it. It's just a matter of how and like where does Nebula play? Is she also on that ship too? Probably.
Well, we don't know if Tony might survive, but we don't know if Iron Man is going to survive.
Well, I don't think.
You know what I mean?
Well, I think it's the other way around. I don't think Tony's going to survive, but I think Iron Man may carry on.
Either way.
Either way.
Yeah.
But it was interesting to see him kind of. We saw Brewster kind of going over the catalog of people who may not have survived, even though Scott Lang's picture was there. We actually see Scott Lang at the end of the trailer, and obviously some time has gone by. How did he get out of his predicament, where we kind of left him at the end of Ant-Man and the Wasp? How did he get out? Now he's kind of trying to come back to the Avengers. Maybe he has a solution to how they're going to fix everything. So we have that to look forward to. There's so many questions. The beautiful thing about this trailer that, yes, it's the first trailer. You can call this a teaser trailer if you want to, but we really didn't get anything out of it. We kind of got a little bit of hint of Thanos, where he's pretty much still chilling, still won. Gauntlet's still a little messed up, but he's got his armor like hanging up like almost like he's like retired. My armor's like kind of like hung up like it's a retired jersey. Like I don't need that anymore because I've won. So it's just. We got to see where everybody is, but we didn't get anything. Really.
Not everybody.
No, I mean no.
You know, but somebody.
Like we saw Thor looking depressed. We saw Bruce looking depressed. We saw Hawkeye, which was great. He looks really pissed and like angry because I
assume his family.
I'm assuming yes, his family got dusted. Either all of them or majority of them got dusted. So I think he has some anger issues, and I think he's going to be one of the ones that get sacrificed for sure. I don't think he's getting out of EndGame alive. But it's so good to see a trailer that like invigorates you, but nothing got spoiled for me. And I think that's when a trailer really does its job well. When you watch it, you get excited and hyped.
Yeah.
But you don't feel like, oh, I just saw the entire movie.
Yeah, and I think they can at least release 3 more trailers just like this of different characters that kind of are in the same like situation where it's like we're picking up where we left off, but we still don't really know what's going on, and then you kind of like put the pieces together. So like I think if they release a trailer where it's like really clear what's going on, I'm going to be a little disappointed.
Me too.
But they have the fodder for something just like this, but with Black Panther. Well, not Black Panther.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't want
like Shuri and.
Well, I mean, but maybe showing her is a spoiler, so I don't know. I think
or just one shot, like just something to like tease us and be like, ooh, oh, that's right, yeah, Shuri's doing this and that, and I forgot that Black Panther's gone, and like That's exactly what like a good trailer does. Is it makes you want more.
But I'm glad we didn't get that in this trailer. We might get that in the second one.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Maybe third.
Yeah.
But the only people we saw are people that we knew survived at the end of Infinity War. Anyone who was left in question is still in question. Shuri being one of them. Mm-hmm. So we knew Ant-Man survived, even though he's in a precarious situation when we left him in the quantum realm. Somehow he got out. How? Hopefully we'll see.
It's a big question mark for me.
I'm curious how he got out, because I would have thought they would have helped him get out, but apparently it doesn't look that way based on the trailer, but we won't know until April. Which is another thing, they moved the movie up from May 3rd to April 26th, so they did the exact same thing they did with Infinity War, because there's not really any major movies coming out around it anyway. Everybody's kind of ran away from this movie, so they've moved it up again, so they can have more room between, I guess, this and Spider-Man Far From Home as well.
Well, let's talk a little bit about Captain Marvel. Where do we think that she fits into this story? Because my thought is maybe she intercepts Tony.
That's a possibility. That's a very strong possibility, even though she might not know how that fits in, but...
Right. Like some sort of weird accident, like very convenient
or maybe Thor gets them. He uses Stormbreaker to go get them.
Yeah,
maybe
that seems a little convenient, because that seems so dire, like just so dire.
Yeah, but it looks like because he's been floating there for quite some time. So it just seems really
convenient if one of the other existing Avengers was like, "Oh, hey, I'm here for you, bro." Like, so
it
makes a little bit more sense that it's like something really unexpected, like Captain Marvel, or...
She kind of like flies by, hey, oh, it's you! That person I've never met before.
Yeah,
I'll save you. Where you going, Earth? I'm going to Earth.
Or it's Jeff Goldblum, just like floating out there and being like, whatever. Anyway, I feel like it would be a little too convenient for one of the other Avengers to find him, like, because I want to keep it dire. I want to keep it like there's no hope until this happenstance occurrence where all of a sudden, I'm saved. I'm
just very hopeful that we see Tony and Cap still have that meeting, because they still haven't met yet since the end of Civil War.
That's true.
And even though time has gone by, I don't want to not see their first meeting again since then. Mm-hmm. I don't want it to be something that happens off screen. I want to actually see it, whether it's somehow either Thor or Captain Marvel save Tony and bring him back to Earth. I want to see Cap meet Tony, and then time goes by, and then they meet by whichever way goes first. I want to actually see that interaction, because that one is a very important one for us to see and for those characters to have on screen, not off screen.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. I would love to see that. And on a more like generic note in terms of characters and story, what this sort of movie affords us as audience is a lot of closure with a lot of these relationships, like on that front. This is sort of like I might not be coming back. I love you. Yeah. You love me? I love you too. Like those sort of moments, I feel like we're going to get quite a few of those. For sure. Or, just like some closure or some really good character interactions, because this is the end. We're going up against Thanos, so I might not see you again, son. Goodbye.
Yeah. But it's like Tony saying that to Cap, or...
Well, yes, I'm clearly not an actor, but...
Yeah, but, because I really think Cap and Tony and Hawkeye...
Putting their bad...
Are gonna... Yeah, they're gonna put their...
Putting their beef to bed.
But I think those are three that I'm pretty sure, if I had to put any money on it, that they're not making out of it. Bruce, I can see surviving. Thor, I can see surviving. Black Widow, I can see surviving. But those three, I think, of the original Avengers, I think... I don't see a scenario where they get out alive, which will be sad, but true.
But necessary.
But necessary. Like something has to, because if all those people that dusted return, there has to be. Thanos could not have been defeated without something major sticking. And even though obviously time has gone by where he's still won, I think if all the people are going to come back, something has to permanently stick.
Yeah.
And if it's Tony sacrificing himself, putting on the gauntlet, or Cap, or Hawkeye, one of those characters, or all of them, are going to have to go. Or maybe even ones that I'm not even thinking about have to go too. So, I love this trailer. Again,
it's a good trailer.
It's a very good
It's
first
a really
trailer.
good trailer.
Very good.
Yep.
Because we got to get a sense of where everybody's at. There's still a dire situation, but we get a little glimmer of hope at the end of it with Ant-Man looking like he has a solution to the problem.
Yeah, and most trailers nowadays, and this is something I actually hate about trailers, I hate so much, is every trailer has to end with this weird nugget of humor.
Yeah.
And I actually freaking hate that so much, because I'm like, why cheapen, like, I get it, okay, maybe there's humor in it, but, like, why cheapen what I just watched for, like, this
little joke.
I don't know, like, and it's so prevalent now.
And now it's like the title and then a little joke.
Yes, yeah. Exactly.
But in this we got title, but like I said, a little glimmer of hope because this trailer was very dire.
Well, right. I mean,
but we get a little bit of hope at the end. Kind of like the trailer. A lot of trailers should be like little mini movies. They should tell their own story. And then we got, like I said, little gloom and doom, and then hope.
I know. I agree, but there obviously is hope because of the way they ended the first movie. So I didn't feel like I needed the joke, but I can see how, like, tonally maybe that would make sense.
Yeah, because
I personally didn't like it.
Yeah, I mean, but the reason I like this is because it kind of mirrors how the first movie ended, where we end with everybody dying, but we got that little glimmer of hope from Captain Marvel, where in the sense of this whole trailer is kind of grim and down, and we end with a little bit of hope with Ant-Man, who's kind of maybe have figured out how to save everybody by maybe going back in time or whatever it is. So I'm kind of glad that it ended the way it did.
Yeah, I mean, that information is nice. I just, for a teaser, I don't know if I need that little poke of humor at the end.
Well, I mean,
that's just me.
Well, because I think just like Infinity War, there's going to be sadness, but there's still jokes in that movie. And I think it's going to be the same in this. It's going to be dire, but there's still going to be some humor in it.
But we know that.
Like, but just leave us on a good note.
I feel like the teaser doesn't need to do that.
No, I think it does.
Because we're going to get so many every trailer is going to end on some humorous.
It doesn't have to. I mean,
but it will. And so I would.
The other ones
like
didn't. I mean, there was a point. The one of them end with Thanos throwing the moon. So it doesn't always have to.
Well, but that was like a special trailer, though.
Yeah, but it doesn't always have to end with a joke. And I don't think they all are going to.
We'll see.
Because I don't think we're gonna probably get two more. So we got one in December. We're probably gonna get one more, maybe January, February ish.
Yeah.
Not too. Maybe January. Maybe. No, not January. Maybe after Captain Marvel has come out, so after March, because they don't want to steal her thunder, and then so maybe one in February, and then maybe one in maybe right before it comes out. So I think we're going to get two more.
Yeah.
Because this movie doesn't need a lot of trailers.
Yeah, we all know what's up.
Yeah, you're gonna go see it. So what do you guys think? We'll just watch the trailer. As of us watching this, it's already starting to break records as we knew it would be. And also, before we leave, like, you guys I know everybody was just so hyped up to watch this thing. Why were you disliking other stuff on Marvel's website to get they weren't going to release it because you guys did that.
Who did what?
So a lot of the fans were very upset that this was taking so long to come out. So some of them started to dislike.
Was it really that long? I feel like we just saw Infinity War.
It feels that way, but it has been a long time. And, we started getting to December and people were like, well, when is it going to come out? So they started to dislike Marvel stuff on YouTube.
Get a hobby.
Hey, I was waiting too, but
we all were.
You have to understand, they do a lot of research and things like that. They're going to release it when they want to, not when we want to. Like, obviously, like, if we watch Infinity War, we want to see the trailer, like, the next day.
Guys,
it's not going to happen.
Stuff takes time.
Of course. You want to see it when it's ready. You don't want to look at it and be like, oh my god, that looks like garbage. And then you're going to be mad because they rush it whenever we want to see it.
Stuff takes time. You don't realize, like, how many moving parts there are in something. Even, like, so seemingly it's a well-greased machine, like the whole Marvel thing. Like, it takes time. A lot of people, a lot of time, a lot of resources.
They're still working on it.
Yeah, and even a big company like this, like, there's still things that come up, there's still problems that happen, and like, it just happens.
Yeah. Well, one last question. So right now the Russo brothers were saying they're about halfway through editing. as it stands now, and obviously this could change, the movie's 2.5 hours. Good thing, bad thing.
Necessary thing?
Oh, that's exactly what I was going to say.
Kind of just how I feel about it. Like, it's status quo right now to have, like, a really long superhero movie.
But I think this, if any movie deserves to be 2.5 hours or plus, it's going to be this one, where a lot of the storylines we've been following
there's at least 1 zillion characters, so there's that.
So, I mean, it wouldn't bother me if it was 2.5 hours or a little bit longer. It wouldn't bother me because a movie like this needs time to breathe, and we need time to, you know, reinvest in all these characters and be introduced to... well, not reintroduced to, like, Captain Marvel. Obviously, she's getting her own movie, but how she has to blend in with all the rest of our characters.
Well, and that's why I thought that Infinity War was so good. As someone who's not, like, you know, 100% has their claws into this, you know, storyline, that's what I liked about it, is I did feel like there were those moments of, like, okay, now we're here, now we're there. Like, it was paced really well. Yeah. Which is so hard to do with, like, 1 zillion characters.
And I think the Russo brothers are going to do another great job with this one. But enough of that. What do you guys think? Did you like the trailer? Are you curious about how Tony's going to get out of his predicament? What's Ant-Man going to bring to the story? What are your thoughts? Let's start the conversation below while we wait for the second trailer to come out. Yes. Which could be for another month or two, but... let's continue it down below. Like, subscribe, do all those great things. Also, make sure to hit that bell to be notified when our next videos come up. But until then, I'm Sean.
I'm Alex.
Next time, guys, the end game, it's coming.
The end game! I nailed it.